Welcome to your daily writing habit, episode number 148. If you're writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book and you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Hello, I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh, also known as Christine Inc., I-N-K. If you want to look me up, christine-inc.com. Every day I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 18 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. Three types of habits in particular, and these are the ones that I've found that can really make or break your success as an author, and they can actually turn someone who doesn't really see themselves as an author into a published author. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's inspirational quote. If it sounds like writing, I rewrite it. Elmore Leonard, author of Get Shorty and all kinds of amazing novels like that. If it sounds like writing, I rewrite it. And I think you get the point of that. And speaking of, this week we're going to the movies as I connect the dots between screenwriting and book writing, especially since I have experience with both types of writing. Obviously, a lot more so with book writing, but there was a time in my 20s that I was completely obsessed with screenplays, and I lived and worked out in Hollywood and just wrote so many drafts of screenplays. If you want more of my story on that, that would be episode number 145 of Your Daily Writing Habit. But we are up to the third and final parallel between screenwriting and book writing, and it is dramatic moments. In screenwriting, filmmakers love opening and closing scenes that are in the middle. So like whether the opening a scene at the peak of the action or maybe closing it on a cliffhanger, everything. And we talked about this week is, you have about 15,000 words in a screenplay to work with. So everything has to get and hold the audience's attention at all costs. Screenwriters, maybe along with like advertising copywriters, I think they understand better than all other types of writing that attention is one of the most valuable assets that exists. Also, the marketing guru, Gary Vaynerchuk, he talks about this quite a bit, about attention as a valuable asset. So in writing, screenwriters and ad copywriters, they totally get it. You get 3 words, you make those 3 words count. And in books, sometimes as authors, we take that attention for granted. We assume that once a reader buys our book and they begin reading it and they get past the introduction, well, yeah, of course they'll finish it and leave a review and tell their friends and all that. And you know what? This is a dangerous assumption. It's also false. And it can lead to literary laziness, writer laziness on our part, if we just assume that once we have someone's attention, that's it, we're home free. It's just not true. So don't let this assumption happen to you. Respect the art of attention and respect the attention that your readers gift you with. Now, I'm not suggesting that you turn your book into a Marvel Comics action-packed superhero adventure. You don't need to do that. You don't need to turn into it like a horror movie or whatever. I don't mean like that much attention. I'm simply asking you to add to your ongoing study of books, hopefully through, reading them, the study of screenplays and movies, because that's writing too. So just watching movies, and like I mentioned yesterday, Google Drew's Scriptorama. It's a great website where you can pull up screenplays so you can follow along as you're watching your favorite movies on TV, or you could sit there and read the screenplay and see how the words on the page became movies. So in this study of screenwriting and movies, what techniques can you spot that you could carry over to your book writing? So, here's another exercise. Take a normal moment from your recent life and write it dramatically. And the goal here is not, drama for the sake of drama, but it's to train your writer's brain to find the suspense, tension, and release points. So the suspense, tension, and tension release points in the seemingly mundane. So this is just training your brain to see the arc, to find that 3-part, that 3-act story. And that was one of the, best experiences for me when I first learned the craft of screenwriting, is really understanding how to find, explore, and craft that 3.3, that 3-act arc. So the more movies you watch and follow along by reading the screenplays, the better you're going to be at finding all this, at spotting all of the tension, like I said, the suspense and the tension release points, all that, the ups and downs, that kind of like rhythm that goes along with a great story. So the exercise again, take a normal moment from your recent life and write it as a dramatic scene. Master the rhythm of storytelling by studying it from all angles. All right, so that wraps up our screenwriting to book writing series. And in conclusion, the lesson I want to leave you with is creative writing is creative writing. Whether your words inspire moving pictures on the screen or moving pictures in the reader's mind. As authors, we get to create something from nothing. How cool is that? We get to do that. Where can you draw inspiration from to do this? It might be movies, books, art, classic literature, plays, music, nature, playgrounds, fun, pottery, cooking. There's a million different ways to draw inspiration in life, and it has nothing to do with just only reading books and only studying about how to read books. So movies are a way to do this. Hopefully you've seen that through the series this week, seen all the connections between screenwriting and book writing and how you can draw from screenwriting in your book writing practice. Because just because we write books, that doesn't mean that has to be the sole source of our inspiration. I hope you will drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook and let me know what you think about all this. And hopefully you've done some of the screenwriting exercises this week, and let us all know how it worked out. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I'm helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And if you know someone else who wants to write a book, I would love it if you would share this with them. Your Daily Writing Habit. iTunes, I think, is the easiest way to find it. Until tomorrow, happy writing.